This weapon didn't just destroy positions. It destroyed enemies with a fight when it fired. The ground shook beneath their feet. Men couldn't hear orders anymore. They couldn't hear each other. Only impact, only pressure, only fear. Some soldiers believed they were being bombed from the air. But there were no planes above them, the most terrifying part. This destruction came from the ground. The weapon responsible for this destruction was American field artillery, heavy howitzers, long-range guns. German soldiers believed they were under constant air attack, but there were no planes above them. What they were facing came from the ground. Even when aircraft passed overhead, the destruction continued below, battery after battery, gun after gun. American artillery didn't rely on surprise. It relied on pressure, relentless pressure. Often, it wasn't an army calling the shots. It was a single man, one American soldier, with a radio. He didn't fire a weapon. He didn't see the explosion up close. He observed. He calculated and he spoke. Within minutes, artillery would respond. Not randomly, not blindly, exactly where it was needed. Entire positions could disappear. Before the enemy understood what was happening, sometimes faster than tanks could move, sometimes faster than aircraft could arrive. The United States developed a tactic few enemies understood. It was called time on target, multiple artillery units. Different locations at different firing times. So every shell landed at the exact same moment. No warning shots, no buildup. Just sudden destruction. Survivors described it as the ground exploding all at once. There was no time to react, no time to escape. This kind of fire didn't just destroy equipment. It destroyed confidence. Soldiers stopped trusting cover. They stopped trusting silence. Even when the shelling ended, fear remained. Because no one knew if it was truly over. Men stayed frozen in place, afraid that moving would bring the fire back. Positions were abandoned. Without a single shot being fired, attacks were delayed. Entire advances failed. Before they even began, artillery only had to make the enemy hesitate. Hesitation spread faster than the shells themselves. Units stopped advancing. Commanders waited. And waiting gave artillery time to return. Again. And again. Bombers could be heard coming. Tanks could be seen advancing. Infantry could be fought. But artillery arrived without warning. There was no engine noise, no movement to track, no target to aim at. By the later years of the war, enemy soldiers feared American artillery more than aircraft, more than tanks, more than infantry assaults, because it couldn't be stopped. It didn't need to see its target, and once it began, there was no safe place to wait it out. When the firing stopped, the silence was worse. Smoke hung in the air. The ground was torn apart. Nothing moved. Survivors waited, unsure if it was safe to stand. Unsure if it was safe to breathe, because experience had taught them one thing. Artillery rarely ended cleanly. It often returned. Without warning. History remembers the planes. It remembers the tanks. It remembers the generals. But for those who lived under it, the most terrifying weapon of the war was never seen. It had no engine noise, no shape in the sky, no warning. It came from miles away, from guns they could not see, from crews they would never face. American field artillery reshaped battlefields. Before soldiers ever arrived, it decided where armies could move, where they could survive, where they couldn't begun. There was no fight to win, only time to endure and hope. And